A very good afternoon to you, audience. Thank you so much for joining us on OGTV Midday News. I'm Shemilori Makoju. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has handed down a warning to perpetrators of violence in Owode, Ketu, Egua, Igonalade, and Igbogila areas of the state, saying that his administration will leave no stone unturned in curtailing the activities of brigands in the state. This was just as it deployed a special task force comprising the Nigeria Police and other security agencies, including the State Security Service and local vigilante groups, with representatives of other stakeholders, entities in the crisis-prone areas of Yewa North, Imekoafon, and Yewa South Council areas of the state. In recent times, the areas have witnessed criminal assaults and killings leading to the closure of schools, public institutions, and business facilities. In a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Kunle Shomorin, Governor Abiodun directed that investigations be sped up and concluded so that indicted persons could be charged to courts and prosecuted in the interest of justice. He said the government will leave no stone unturned in checking the activities of brigands and criminals in the state, adding that Ogun cannot be defined by crimes and criminalities. Ogun does not have any haven, safe or unsafe, for killers, bandits, insurgents, or cultists. He noted that government shall spare no action, including ruthless ones, to bring peace, public order into every hamlet, town, and city in the Gateway State. The statement added that the provisions of the Constitution and the moral authority confer on the government the right to protect the lives and properties of the people. This is sacrosanct and shall not be compromised under Governor Dapo Abiodun's watch. Last weekend, Governor Abiodun set up an investigation team to investigate and bring to book all the persons involved in the herders-farmers conflicts in the state. Governor Abiodun commiserated with the families of the deceased and also expressed sympathy to those who lost their farmlands as well as cows during the unfortunate crisis. Towards stemming the tide of violent crimes such as terrorism, kidnapping, armed robbery, terror headsmen, Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State has approved the enlistment of personnel for the State Security Network Agency, the Amotekun Corps. A statement by the Permanent Secretary, Bureau of Cabinet Services, Mr. Olanrewaju Saka, indicates that the application form can be obtained online via the job portal at Jobs Ogun State Security Network Agency, Amotekun Corps 878. The statement adds that candidates who could not access the job portal, an online process can obtain the forms at the office of the Commandant, Ogun State Community Social Orientation and Safety Corps, SoSafe Corps, Okeilewo, Abeokuta, for detailed information on requirements for suitability. The statement states that the collection and submission of forms commences from Friday 12th to Friday 19th of February 2021. As government continues to implement different programs aimed at making their lives better, youth in Ogun State have been encouraged to acquaint themselves with the programs of the government meant to create employment opportunities for them through the internet while intensifying efforts to disseminate the information. The State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, represented by the Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress in Ogun State, Comrade Tunde Oladunjoye, made this call in a speech at the 2021 edition of Freedom Day Summit by the All Progressives Congress National Youth League, held at the June 12 Cultural Center, Kuto, Abeokuta. Matthew Shomi completes the report.
The events of February 11, 2019, in which members of the party were brutalized during the presidential campaign, continues to linger in the minds of members of the All Progressives Congress in Ogun State as a thick dark cloud, in making sure that such a sad event does not repeat itself again and reward the victims of the brutality. This event has been put together by All Progressive Congress National Youth League with the theme Political Provocation, its causes, effects and management to preach political tolerance. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, represented by the Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress in the state, Comrade Tunde Oladunjoye, who used the occasion to tender the apology of the party, said their sacrifices have not been in vain, given what has been recorded in the state so far.
I want to implore you that you should take advantage of opportunities that are available and that are being initiated by this government to use our understanding of the modern technology to disseminate information about government initiatives.
The guest speaker and group head of current and public affairs of Television Continental, Babajide Kolade Otitoju, started his lecture by first commending the landmark progress the state has been making without any controversy, assuring the people that the state is in good hands. Kolade Otitoju stated that it makes a lot of sense to honor the horrible memory of events that took place on the day, as he itemized lack of internal democracy, transparency, belligerent rhetorics, and lack of level playing field as the causes of political provocation.
That for Nigeria to be fixed, or any other country for that matter, its politics must first be fixed. It follows therefore that to fix Nigerian politics, we must first fix the political parties.
Earlier in his welcome address, State Coordinator of APC Youth League, Comrade Olamide Lawal, said the essence of the event is to appreciate the people for their support, ensuring peaceful coexistence and understanding, while empowering some of the brutalized victims of the 2019 presidential campaign rally.
This current administration is running a people-oriented project, and it will never forget those that actually suffered for this government to be in place.
There was a panel discussion on the way forward in achieving a peaceful democratic atmosphere.
If other governors or other people, other politicians can emulate what His Excellency, Peace Dr. Dapo Abiodun has been doing. Items
ranging from tailoring machines, grinding machines, generating sets, clippers, freezer, and a motorcycle were presented to the victims. Matthew Showme, OGTV News.
The federal government and the police gave strong warnings to youths who plan to protest at Lekki Tollgate, Lagos on Saturday. But the young Nigerians under the ages of EndSARS Season 2 vowed to defy government order banning the protest. One of them, Kunle Ajayi, in an interview with newsmen, said nothing would stop the demonstration from holding. Another group under the aegis of Defend Lagos had a few weeks ago threatened to organize a counter-protest at Lekki Tollgate, but federal government wants those behind the Occupy Lekki protest to desist, saying it would not allow acts of violence under the guise of protest. Also, the Lagos state government warned that it would no more tolerate destruction of lives and property in the state. Resurfacing of the avian influenza virus, otherwise known as bird flu in Plateau State, has left poultry farmers counting their losses as the virus spreads across poultry farms in the state. The poultry disease, which had in the past ruined many poultry businesses, had abated as the state did not record any outbreak since 2019. But the resurgence of the virus is now causing panic among poultry farmers. To curtail the spread, rigorous sensitization is presently being carried out for farmers to step up the biosecurity measures in their farms, even as appeal is being made for them to insure their farms. Scores of people within and outside Nigeria have been trooping into the Ilupeju residence of the former governor of Lagos State in the Second Republic, Alhaji Lateef Kayode Jakonde, who passed into glory on Thursday, 11th February 2021 at the age of 91. The first civilian Lagos governor, according to some friends, sympathizers and associates, will be remembered for massive infrastructure development in the Lagos state during his administration. Peter Falomo reports.
Giant strides made in infrastructure development and array of human capital development were some of the benefits enjoyed by residents of Lagos State during the administration of the state's Second Republic governor, Alhaji Lateef Kayode Jakonde. Late Jakonde, who doubled as the first civilian governor of Lagos State, according to some of his associates, will also be remembered for his free education policy, enabled students in the state achieved qualitative education. LKJ, as he was fondly called, also constructed housing estates spread across the state as part of his cardinal programs to ease off accommodation challenges of residents.
It's like a book, right? It's like you have a book and you choose to read the book or not to read it. And I think moving forward, you must read the book. It's left a legacy.
I said it loud and clear. All the politicians we have here, you cannot compare Baba with them. Irrespective of saying there's a million somewhere, billion somewhere, Baba spent his last kobo to make sure things work.
Some family members and friends of the late former Nigeria's Minister of Works described him as a selfless leader whose legacies should be emulated.
Engineering and various fields of human endeavor that have benefited from his program. The program which he expanded from that of the Action Group, which was education for all free, building of society and infrastructure, and of course creating amenities and opportunities for people.
Many politicians across the land have lived these virtues from Alhaji Jakonde, but you cannot expect every citizen to believe and concentrate the same way. But the majority of Nigerians are indebted to Jakonde, whether they come to the open to say it or they don't. Thank you.
Born on the 23rd of July 1929, late Alhaji Lateef Kayode Jakonde, fondly called Baba Kekere of Lagos, was a renowned journalist whose administration was between 1979 and 1983 and served under the military regime of late Sani Abacha between 1993 and 1995. Alhaji Lateef Kayode Jakonde died on Thursday, 11th February 2021 at the age of 91. Peter Falomo, OGTV News.
Now to foreign news. Fresh mass protests are taking place against the coup in Myanmar, defying a plea from its leader to join hands with the military. On the nation's Union Day holiday, General Min Aung Hlaing called for unity to prevent disintegration, but Friday confirmed a pattern of daily rallies demanding the release of detained elected leaders, including Aung San Suu Kyi. There were reports of rubber bullets fired by police in Malawi. In his TV address to the nation, General Hlaing said those protesting had been incited and again asked them to work for the country without focusing on the emotion. The Australian state of Victoria will enter lockdown for a third time in a bid to suppress an outbreak of the UK strain of coronavirus. Officials this week found 13 cases stemming from a quarantine worker who became infected at the Melbourne hotel. The lockdown will begin on Friday midnight and end on Wednesday. However, the government has said the Australian Open tennis tournament would continue in the state's capital, Melbourne. Spectators will be banned from attending the event from Saturday, which had previously allowed up to 30,000 visitors a day. Tickets will be refunded. The head of the Tokyo Olympics Organizing Committee has resigned after he was criticized for making inappropriate remarks about women. Yoshiro Mori, 83, was quoted as saying women talk too much and that meetings with many female board directors would take a lot of time. The remarks set off a firestorm of protest, and Mr. Mori apologized at the time but said he would not resign. But on Friday, he apologized for his inappropriate statement. The resignation came as pressure mounted on him over the past week. To end the midday news, unity is strength when there is teamwork and collaboration. wonderful things can be achieved. You can now watch us live on these platforms: Apple, Roku, Facebook, and Android devices. You can also watch live on OGTV website, www.ogtv.com.ng/live.